Hi, I'm Jimmy from H.E.A.T, and you're watching Ramsign, ramsign.co.uk.
So how are you guys enjoying Wales so far?
Well, so far so good. I mean, it was a long drive on the left side of the road, but yeah, it's all good. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, in the countryside.
Yeah, it is.
And the weather's been really random because it was really raining and then it was really hot, like a summer's day.
Yeah.
So it's nice. So is this your first festival of the year, or have you done any others yet?
Yes, I think it is actually.
Excellent.
So, yeah,
What a great one to be at.
definitely.
So you're a band that have kind of really built yourselves up since 2007, and I'd say now you're a leading band in melodic rock. What do you think are the main attributes that you had to get where you are now?
Well, obviously, I think we work very hard on what we do, and I think we write very much. We work as a team, and we write shitloads of music, and the audience actually only get to hear like a fraction of what we're doing. So
yeah, I read that when you first got together with this lineup, you just locked yourselves away and just wrote loads and loads of material.
So that's what we're doing, and we really enjoy it. So I think that's our main strength. I think it shows on stage that we are really enjoying what we're doing, and make people want to come back and also have a good time with us.
Yeah. And how do you kind of choose between so many tracks? Do you have kind of a process of elimination? Yeah,
we do. Well, first we buy shitloads of beer, and then we have like almost like a little game show where people vote, and it's wild discussions, and but it's all good fun. We try to make such a serious thing into something more fun. You know? But obviously it's a very sensitive subject since people maybe vouch a bit more for their own stuff, and so you have to try to be really objective and just choose the best songs.
Yeah. And I think that shows on your albums, so it's good. Do you think there's a formula for being a successful band, or do you think it's different per band?
No, I think that if there was, nobody would be the big band. Yeah, you just have to do something else. You can't be a copy of anything else. You just have to
do your own thing.
Do what you can never be like the best doing what someone else is doing. You always have to do what you feel like. So I think that's the best way. Yeah,
and just be really hardworking, like you said.
Yeah, and obviously don't focus on being successful, but focus on doing something that you like. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I read that Eric originally declined being in the band.
Well, actually, he didn't. He declined being stand-in for Kenny at one of the shows.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
So he never declined to be a full member of the band, but he did decline to be a stand-in singer for Kenny.
So when you actually said, well, actually, we want you to be the lead singer, that's when he was like, hell yeah. Just didn't want to be a stand-in. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And last month you released your first live album, live in London. Why London?
Actually, it was just something that happened at the time during the tour. We didn't know that we were going to record that live album when we head out on the tour, and then just a few days before the London show, our record label really wanted us to record the London show because we had great pre-sales and good shows in London previously, and they were like, can you record this show? We were like, yeah, sure. So we just rented some equipment and recorded it, and that's what you hear on the album now. So.
Yeah, it's good. In a live album you can kind of really imagine like being at the gig. So I'm a fan of live albums.
I like live albums too.
Yeah, because like when you listen to old records from like the 80s, a lot of it is just live anyway, and I really like listening to the atmosphere basically.
I like to hear like when a band puts on a show, they always highlight some songs and some parts, so you can hear pretty much what the band thinks of their own material in a live show. So I think that's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess when you're in a studio, you play it a certain way, and when you're on stage, actually, maybe you play that with a bit more energy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and you're quite well known for your energetic live performances.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, do you go through any kind of like pre-preparation for a show?
Yeah, well, there's no like actual ritual or anything, but obviously we try to reserve the like 2 or 3 hours before the show to just hang out and have a few drinks and, you know, just getting to the good spirit as if we were to watch the show, you know. So
yeah,
I think that's the only thing we do.
Yeah. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing your set today at Hard Rock Hell United. We've never caught you live before, so
All
it'll be first time for us. Any words of advice?
Just have fun. Just go through the same preparations as we do. Have a few drinks and just enjoy yourself.
We will do. And just to kind of finalise, I was wondering what is next for H.E.A.T towards the rest of this year?
Well, actually, this is the last show before the festival summer, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think during this time, since it's a little bit more spread out shows with festivals, then we're gonna focus on writing the next album. So.
Great. When do you think that will be out?
Maybe sometime next year. It should definitely be next year.
Yeah.
Fall next year.
So
maybe.
if you've already written quite a lot of songs, do you reckon you'll use some of them for the next one, or do you think you'll just go back to the studio?
Well, we always take like the old demos that we have done, and we try to compare them to the new stuff. And you know, sometimes a song just doesn't feel good at that moment, but then like, why didn't we record this one? You know, so we try to take all of them in, and it's just.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of use bits from bits you've recorded before and change it up and make it better, or you know, change.
But everything is in for consideration, you know.